Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TG Worlds 2019. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps out the channel. And if you are live with me on Twitch, thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to be playing this Turbo Pikachu deck, which as you can see doesn't have any Tapu Lele's. We actually only rely on Shaman EX and Marshadow, I guess, in order to set up, and our goal is to get turn 1 full blitz almost every time. We have full blitz dealing 150 damage for 3 lightnings. You search your deck for up to 3 lightning energy cards and attach them to one of your Pokemon, and then you shuffle your deck to 140 HP. Tag team, therefore if it gets KO'd, your opponent has 3 prizes. And Pedro, thank you so much for the raid. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing, Pedro? Scramble Switch is a lot better than Computer Search in this deck. I mean, maybe. Hello, Rafa. Ruben, how are you doing? I would say it's a lot better. It definitely gives you other options that normally you wouldn't have, but Computer Search increases consistency, and that's why I'm currently using it. Rafa, thank you so much. Thank you so much. 2,000 bits. Thank you so much. Oh, Pedro, don't even mention me, Blounce. I lost to Zac on day 2. In some very disheartening games. Don't even mention Blounce to me. I lost to both players who played in the final. They were some of the few players that were able to beat me. It was them two and Mahone. They were my only 3 losses of the tournament. Mahone, Zac, and Danny. So, not a bad set of players to beat your losses. But anyways, we have Pikachu Zekrom. We also have Tablemon GX, which deals 200 damage, and if you have 3 extra lightning energies, you get to deal 170 damage to each Pokemon. That's where the Scramble Switch play comes into play. But it's like, if you're playing Scramble Switch, how are you going to find it at the right time for you to pull off the Tablemon GX? I feel like that's a bit too hopeful, and that's why I feel like Computer Search is a little bit better. Fighting weakness could be an issue if Lucario makes a big splash at upcoming regionals. I feel like Lucario plus Focus Sash is going to be a pretty powerful deck coming forward. When we have Pikachu and Zekrom, we have Zeraora GX as well with its ability Thunderclap Zone to support the deck. Plasma Fist deals 160 damage. Very nice number as well. It's a GX, so it only gives 2 prizes, so sometimes you want to use Pikachu and Zekrom into a Zeraora GX into another Pikachu and Zekrom to try and force your opponent to take 8 prizes in order to win the game. We also have the super important Tapu Koko Prism Star, probably the best. The Tapu Koko Prism Star is the reason why Pikachu and Zapdos are good. Yeah. We have Dance of the Ancients abilities. Dance of the Ancients abilities, which you choose 2 of your bench Pokemon and then you attach 1 lightning energy from the discard pile, and you attach them to each of them. Then Tapu Koko goes back to a Lost Zone, but that's okay because you get to power up Pikachu and Zekrom. Rafa, thank you so much for the extra 500 bits. Wow, thank you so much, Ruben, for the support. Very kind of you. Thank you so much. We have Zapdos with Thunderous Assault dealing 10 damage plus 70 more if Zapdos was on the bench. And we also have Marshadow to let loose, along with Triple Shaman with the setup ability in order to see more cards and try to get that turn 1 full blitz. Destroyer King, yeah, I guess Volkner does fix the issue of needing it, but then I feel like your opponent should try to make a play to where you need Guzma to make the Tack Bolt the most effective, and you can't Guzma and Volkner at the same time. So I don't know, I'm not feeling the Scramble Switch. I feel like it's, on paper it seems broken, but in reality it's just not as powerful as you would want it to be, or not as you're not gonna pull it off consistently enough to where it's better than Computer Search. But anyways, guys, supporters wise, we have 2 Sycamore, 1 Lillian, 1 N, very low, but we are relying more on Shaman than anything. We do have 2 VS Seekers to reuse those potential draw supporters. We also have triple Guzma to target down the right Pokemon. And then we have, in the items department, 4 Ultra, 4 Max Elixir, 4 Nestball, 4 Electro Power, so maximizing consistency, maximizing the amount of energy we can attach on turn 1, and also maximizing our damage output with the Electro Powers. Then we have double Field Blower because I do think Lucario with a Focus Sash is a big deal that you need to deal with. So Field Blower is super important so that you can remove the Focus Sashes. We have 2 VS Seekers to reuse. We have 1 Computer Search as already spec. We have the Supra to get more energy into our deck so that Max Elixirs and Full Blitz work better. Escape Rope for random switching card that can be useful. Sometimes Escape Rope is as good as a Guzma. It helps you also in case there's like a Dawnwings or even a Jolteon EX that you need to deal with. Double Parallel TD so that you can get rid of your Shamans after using them, which is really good. Thunder Mountain because it's completely broken with Lightning type Pokemon. Double Flowstone and double Choice Band. Sometimes since we don't run Energy Switch, you can't afford to have Zeraora benched or you don't find it. And you don't want to have to attach, retreat, and then Energy Switch because it forces the Zeraora. With Flowstone, you just retreat and be done with it. So it's like attaching an extra energy per turn, basically. Double Flash Energy to remove weakness from our Pokemon, another way to try and deal with Lucario. And then 11 basic Lightning Energy round out the deck. And so, let's jump into the ladder and see how well we can do with it. We have a 3-win streak with Mimigar. Let's see if Pikarom can keep up with Mimigar. Okay. So waiting to find an opponent here. I don't know, it really feels to me like the Scramble Switch is too situational. And the cool part about Max Elixir and Pikarom is that now you don't rely on Coco Prism Star to get your first attacks off. So because you don't rely on that, you actually, I would like to go first. Because you don't, oh my gosh, what a hand. Because you don't rely on Coco Prism Star, but actually Elixirs help you, you can actually use the Coco Prism Star later on in the game, and perhaps that's where Energy Switch could be useful, but if you plan it properly, ooh my gosh, Durant. Yeah, we're gonna lose immediately this game. We need a huge top deck, or we need him to discard a draw supporter so that we can be a seeker for it. Yep, there's a Lightning. I mean, I guess if I power up to Tackbolt GX, I can eliminate double Durant, which probably is going to be useful. This hand is definitely very sad. And we're going to see a Cynthium. So yeah, this can be the issue with playing too many like support cards or item cards. Then you end up getting these awkward situations where you actually don't have anything. My opponent sends a broken card as if he's in a bad spot after he whiffs the Trainer's Mail, but I mean, take a look at our setup. Okay, we're gonna see a VS Seeker for the Cynthium. That Nest Ball would have been useful, so unfortunate set of cards that we got discarded there because they were, I mean, they're all potentially good cards, but especially the Nest Ball and the Energy, and no supporter, which I guess we don't have great odds of a draw supporter getting discarded, but the fact that we're not pressuring, like how you beat Durant is by pressuring the Durant as much as you can. Yep, another Nest Ball and another Parallel, and we don't take another Energy, so even our Max Elixirs are being less effective every turn that goes by. So we're gonna see the Durant. And I don't even have a way to attack turn 1 yet. And I don't think there is a way. Energy, Electropower, Choice Band. Okay, this is decent. Of course we whiff the Elixir. Of course we whiff the Max Elixir. The one card that could have helped us, like if I hit the Elixir, then next turn I can use Full Blitz, get a KO, and then I can Tack Bolt potentially 2 Durants, or at least a Mew and a Durant. Oh well. Oh well. came in discarded. Livable for another Mew, I would assume. Oh, Ninkata. Oh, so he even has Shedinja. To reduce the amount of prizes that you draw. So between Lifesteal and Shedinja, it's gonna be super annoying. And there's a Kuzma, like not a draw supporter. Okay. So computer search for what? For an elixir, so I can start attacking. Yeah. I guess I can Kuzma. Is there something I want to KO? Probably the Ninkata, right? KOing Ninkata right now means an extra card getting discarded, but one, well, does it count? Does Shedinja count as a tool card? I actually don't remember. Let me check really quickly. Shedinja. Let me check really quickly. Shedinja. Vessel of Life. Yes. As a Pokemon tool card. Okay, so I have the thing, so I'm just gonna KO the Durant. Never mind. Never mind. I'm gonna full blitz, power myself up. It does like decrease my deck count for sure, but eliminating Durant is better. And then he's gonna be confident that he can use Shedinja to reduce a prize card. That's okay. I wish I had attached this Flash Energy, though it's more likely that my opponent plays some sort of removal, right? Special energy removal than basic energy removal. So Azura top deck would be the ideal thing to happen for us. That way I can Kuzma and KO double Durant, especially off of that stretcher. If my opponent fails to attach an energy or fails to play a supporter, then that would be amazing. Yeah, he fails to do both. I lose energy, Electropower, Zapdos, it's not a big deal. I do top deck the Zeraora, which is not here, so never mind. I guess I'll grab this guy. Okay, so I'll eliminate the energy. Eliminating the energy is still, even if Zeraora was there, it's still probably the right way to go about it. Okay, so we're still in this. We are still very much in this despite our horrible start. And is not a good draw supporter to get here. The Electivire is also a completely useless card. Has the energy, has a Nest Ball. So 3 cards. Well, I guess the end is actually good, potentially. Kuzma, Floatstone, Choice Band. It has to be KO on the Durant, right? It has. There's no way he has the other Shedinja right here. So it has to be KO on Durant. How many cards do I have in my deck? 14. Oh, I guess you guys can't see that because of the Zekrom. So let me move the Zekrom. There we go. Under Zekrom's tail, you can see how many cards I have left. There's currently 14 cards left. I think I'm gonna win. Oh wow, he does have the other Shedinja. That's gonna make the game last a little bit longer. Unless I find my second field blower. Which maybe I could. I think I went to whiff energy here. Rescue Stretcher, that's gonna be 3 cards. But N to 2, N is going to buy me the turns I need, I think. And Kuzma as well. Well, no, I would need double Kuzma actually. Oh, found double Stretcher, that's not good. Did he shuffle back into the deck? Yeah, he shuffled back into the deck. What? Instead of, well, I guess if you don't have metal energy, that makes sense. Wait, no, what? Yeah, wait, what? He put back Mew, Durant's, the Shedinja line. There's another Mew, that's fine. What the heck is this? Oh, that's the Shedinja. I was like, what tool card is this? Does he not have an energy? No, he doesn't. That is good. So, I mean, I still have VS Seekers and Kuzmas. So I generally think I'm just gonna Kuzma and get a prize card here. No reason not to, right? Absolutely no reason not to. And maybe I can dig for the last Kuzma. Okay, so I have Escape Rope, I have VS Seeker, and no Kuzma. Escape Rope and VS Seeker for potential outs to win next turn. And I have a Sycamore, and I have Ultra Balls to Thin as well. So we'll see. And I have Marshadow too. I'm going to top deck the Energy. A little bit of fortune for him. We'll see. I mean, it depends on what my opponent discards here. But the discard might actually be good. Oh yeah, and Field Blower, yeah. So I have 3 outs. I can only Sycamore into 2 of them. So yeah, I think we're gonna win. I do believe we're gonna win. Counter Catcher, that's fine. Counter Catcher's gonna be fine. Discards the Escape Rope. And Marverick, thank you so much for, wow. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime subscription. 2 months. Thank you so much for the support. We find the Kuzma and there's the win. So, wow. Pretty lucky that game. We got pretty unlucky in the beginning, and then my opponent missed a couple of key turns. It also helped that his first Devour, or her first Devour, I don't remember, was for just 1 card. That definitely makes a big difference. But yeah, that was intense. That was intense. It could have gone really badly. Having the Field Blower for the first Shedinja, and then being able to Tack Bolt to eliminate energy, and him missing another turn of Devour is what definitely made a big difference. Rafa, thank you so much for 200 bits. I've been streaming for a little bit over an hour. A little bit over an hour. How are you doing, Ruben? Are you at work? Okay, so we start with a decent-ish hand. Obviously starting Shaman is not ideal, but there's really nothing you want to start with this deck. Your phone didn't tell you? Huh, that's odd. Are you sure you have notifications open? Okay. So we see the Electrike and the Clamperl. Oh my gosh, what are these decks today? What is it with this deck? 2 out of 2 Shaman starts. I mean, it's fine to start Shaman. There's really no good starter, right? If you start Zapdos, that's not great. If you start Zeraora, maybe starting Zeraora is your ideal starter, but you only have 1. If you start Pikachu and Zekrom, then you can't power that one up. You need to find another one. So probably starting Pikachu and Zekrom is the worst thing, because you can't Elixir onto it. I don't know. It's weird. Is this the list that Parker played yesterday, Josh? I believe so. I can check. I mean, I definitely made changes between yesterday and today, but no, this is not. This is different than the one Parker played yesterday. Yeah, this one is based more on. I think I should just go for Zapdos here. This is based a little bit more on, what's the word? A little bit more based on the Japanese list that just got published on Limitless. I think I Lily here, or do I Shaman, see what I can play, and then Lily, or choose N. I'm scared to bench GXs because my opponent seems to be a very anti-GX deck, but I really want to find that Flowstone. Okay, These are two good cards to get off of Shaman. I don't think Electivire is going to be too crucial, so I'm going to burn that. I really want a Floatstone. And I found it. Awesome. Definitely going to discard the Choice Band. That's not going to be useful here. I will go for the Floatstone. And just outside of top cut. Thank you so much for the 27 bits. For the 27 M&Ms. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. And no Pikachu, but pretty okay start, I would say. Pretty okay start. We get a KO on turn 1. Useless Choice Band. We have an energy to potentially power up Pikachu on the bench. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see you made it home safe. Yeah, all good. Thank you so much. How about you guys? Did you make it back home safe? Okay, we're gonna see an Evo Soda. We are going to see an Evo Soda. And we see a pass. So yeah, very disheartening for my opponent for sure. Let's see if we can hit the Elixir. Not great odds, yeah, because we have so many energy in our hand. I wouldn't have minded just attacking with Zorora here. I wish Tapu Koko could power itself up. Honestly, I might want to attack with Koko Prism here. Like trying to find another Elixir and hit it this time. And there we go. Am I gonna get this lucky? Well, never mind. What am I saying? Because Tapu Koko needs 3 energy. Why do I think Tapu Koko needed 2? Why did I think Tapu Koko needed 2 energy? Silly Pablo. Okay, I do hit the thing. So, I'm gonna go ahead and Ultra Ball away these 2. I'm gonna grab my 3rd Shaman. Now I need another Elixir, but that should be okay. It should be okay. I'm gonna Field Blower away this and the Choice Band in case I need to attach a Floatstone to the Shaman. And then I will set up for 3 more. I mean 6 more. And ooh, we get the Escape Rope, which is just as good. And thank you so much for the follow, Numsy98. The Electrike is going to go down very nicely here, and we will probably end up just winning the game next turn because my opponent's hand is dead. Depends on what he top decks. Rhea, hello, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here, Rhea. How about that Roxy raid the other day, huh? Okay, so never mind. This is an Electro GX deck. So as long as we apply enough pressure, should be good. Wait, what? What just happened? Huh? What just happened? How did my opponent get all of this before the Sycamore? What? Okay, I mean, I think we're still okay. Compressor. Oh, I played End. That's right. I was very confused. As you can see, there's a lot of things happening when you stream. So between chat and the game and making sure everything is running smoothly and the game and the microphone, and I'm forgetful. I'm a bit forgetful, guys. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Okay, so... So. Do you think Mock Team Up will be a good deck? Like the regular Mock Maverick? Probably not. Okay, so I'm kind of scared to attack with the Koko, so I'm not going to. I cannot Guzma Electrike, right? So I should just Guzma the Ditto and KO it with Zapdos, I think. And then I think I'm just gonna power up Zeraora. Yeah, Mach and a Alolan Mach. Oh, so you mean Mach tag team? The tag team Mach with a Alolan Mach? I honestly don't know what the card does. I usually don't pay too much attention to cards that are not relevant for current tournaments. So if you tell me what it does, I will happily tell you, but I have no idea what the card does. And yeah, this should be game, right? Because if he wants to do anything relevant with Electro GX, then I go down to 1 price. And all I need is Guzma, KO, whatever. Like, or just attach and attack the Hontail. I guess he's not playing to just for pride. Is that does 20 times the amount of energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So there's the Electro GX. He's gonna get 4 energy back into play, which is an insane amount. Yep, there's the Electro GX, but in exchange we go down to 1 price card, so we should be fine. We should be fine here. Battle Compressor. My opponent is surprised at something. Don't know exactly what. Apple makes it so hard for you to resubscribe, Ruben. Yeah, I know. I can see you have the Tablemon icon now. But we didn't get a notification, did we? Maybe it'll pop up in a bit. Thank you so much, Ruben, for the support. I really do appreciate it. Next time you choose to send the 1,000 bits, no one has ever used that 1,000 cheer M&M thing. Yeah, like happy table cheer for 1,000. No one has sent that color of M&M ever. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna be the first one to use it, but it would be cool to see it for whenever or if ever you decide to keep supporting. Awesome. So 2 more wins for the deck. Definitely not against the most competitive decks. Perhaps people are just not like, how many people do we expect in Toronto? 400 maybe? 350, 400, around that number. Masters, so maybe not too many people testing for this. And there are league ups this weekend. Maybe the expanded ladder will get really good next weekend. Okay, now we're up against a fighting deck, so now we're up against a real challenge, I guess. And we get our best starter, which is great, but this flash energy I wanted on a Pikachu, not on a Zeraora. So definitely gonna start this Zeraora because I'm gonna have to use Marshadow Let Loose here. Well, I don't have to, but I'm probably going to. And okay, so Baby Buzz, I will Ultra Ball away the Guzma. Rhea, there you go. You're the first to use the green M&M. Thank you so much. No one had ever used the green M&M. Thank you so much. And Putard 6 months in a row. Thank you so much for choosing to use your Twitch Prime subscription on the channel. Thank you guys so much for the support, truly. Thank you so much. Okay, I feel like getting rid of a Choice Band is fine. I want to keep the Ultra Ball as an Ultra Ball because it gives me out to Shaman after I let loose. Y Diego, muy bien, y tú, muchas gracias por pasarte. Raya, thank you so much for the for the 1,000 green cheer. Oh my gosh, what did just happen? I should retreat, right? Well, that was awful. Well, that was terrible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's an awesome. Wow, that's an awesome cheer mode, Rhea. I love that Zoro. That looks so good. Let Loose is fun and so good, right, Mr. Soda King? The hands keep getting better, right? Every game we play, the hands just keep getting better and better. I mean, it doesn't seem like my opponent has a lot going. Oh, we see the Enhance Hammer. That's not ideal. See a Strong Energy, but we see a Sledgehammer for 30. Okay, so at least it's even-ish. Losing that energy really sucks, though. He can't Brooklet heal for anything useful. 1 Sycamore was prized. And then we have 3 Ultra Volts, the Computer Search, and 3 Shamans. So we have a decentish number of outs. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 10 outs. 1 out of almost every 4 cards in our deck helps us. I removed the Brooklet so that my opponent can't find more Buzzwoles, can't keep thinning the deck, and can't find like Riolus or something. We don't even know what we're up against. Let Loose got you top 16 in cans. Yeah, Let Loose, it's like you live by the Let Loose, you die by the Let Loose, right? That's how life works. Yeah, all 3 emotes look pretty cool. I like the Boo one. The Zoro Boo is my favorite though. Eggman is interesting. What's the story behind the Eggman? Wait, why is chat not visible still? What's the story behind Eggman? And Lindell, thank you so much for the follow. Diancie and Fighting Fury Belt. Yikes. Jay Garza, thank you so much for the congrats. Diego, I'm glad you have a chance to tune in. And Nesto Lamo, thank you so much for the follow. Okay. Big top deck here. No, that's not a big top deck. No need to Field Blower this turn, I think. 30, 50, 60, 80. That's 160. So he needs a. If he commits another strong, I am okay with that. Generally, I am okay with this. Removing the Fighting Fury Belt would have prevented that, however. So there's that. Removing the Fighting Fury Belt would have prevented that, but maybe he had another one. We don't know. This way we have guaranteed knockout without using our GX, and now we power ourselves up within the deck as well. We get a prize, and we potentially have game. That Kuzma is actually an insane top deck. I mean, an insane prize, because if he benches something like stronger, we definitely bypass Sledgehammer turn, which is already pretty big. And then we can maybe just get 3 prizes next turn, depending on what my opponent benches here. So we'll see. You just love the Eggman. It's gonna be buildable once you get more emotes. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Okay, I thought for a second Zygarde had lightning resistance, and that would have been really sad. There we see the Buzzwole, so which one is better to KO? Which one is better to KO? Well, now we can't KO the Buzzwole. Ooh, the teammates. That's kind of sad. Yeah, that's a really good idea, Rhea. Okay, teammates. Is it gonna be Beast Energy Choice Band? Is that enough? No. Okay. I mean, the best play to no, because of this is sad. Do I mean, I'm gonna lose if I lose this Pikachu anyways, right? So I think I go any energy gets him a win, right? That Fighting Fury Belt is so annoying. Is it KO both of these guys? No. Is it maximize my prizes? I'm pretty sure I lose. But I lose no matter what I do here. So attack bolt. I can't believe my opponent had the teammates in hand. I mean, nothing we can do about this, right? Nothing we can do. Thank you, Rhea. That's not true. Sub to Rhea first. Yeah, immediately promotes the Buzzwole. No B-string, but I assume my opponent will have an energy. Any energy does it. Any energy does it. Brooklet's for a Rockruff. And has a Sycamore. Okay, so he actually didn't have an energy. He did have the B-string. And there's the energy. So, GG, I guess. GG, I guess. Oh well. One more match. One more match of expanded Pikachu. It's harsh to lose the win streak in such a manner, but such is Pokemon, right? Such is the game we do play. So let's look for an opponent here. I mean, I'm trying to think, was there any way to avoid that? And because he found it strong, the answer is no. So I think I did the right thing and I turned off B-String. I think that was the right thing to do. It didn't matter which one I KO'd, Buzzwole or the side guard. It honestly didn't matter. Nothing I could have done. Yeah, generally nothing I could have done differently other than not let loose, I guess. I could have chosen to draw with Shaman rather than let loose. Maybe that was better. Maybe let loose sucks. Ugh, what a hand again. Jeez. The hands just keep getting better and better, right? Hands just keep getting better and better. Ooh. Okay. So, Metal Energy. We get End into an arguably worse hand, but it's like my opponent has nothing to show off for his efforts, so this is fine. I wouldn't mind KOing the Shaman, right? I honestly wouldn't mind KOing the Shaman. It's what I'm gonna try to do. So we let loose and hope we find a Floatstone and an Electrobauer or a Choice Band. We do not find either one, but definitely gonna grind out for it. Do I go Pikachu or do I go Shaman, draw 5 and then play whatever I can and then Lily? How committed am I to KO this Shaman? I think I'm pretty committed. I honestly think I'm pretty committed. I think I'm committed. Not that my board is committed, I really want to KO that Shaman this turn. And I mean, it's more difficult to find the Flowstone, right? The Flowstone is a difficult card to get here. So I'm just gonna discard the 2 energy. Why not? And then find the Flowstone. And then hope I can Lily for 6 into any of my damage modifiers. That is the dream. And the dream shall happen. Perfect. Now what a difference. What a difference. Thunder's Assault, we get turn 1 2 prizes, which is insane. Probably should have used Coco. Probably should have used Coco. In case something happens to the Coco. The Skyfield means no, nothing's gonna happen to the Coco though, which is great. We see more compressors. I have no idea what we're up against. And hello, Gramble is busted. Thank you so much for being here. I have no idea what we are actually up against. Playing Azul's busted Pikachu? Not Azul's. Not Azul's. Just my own version of the deck. Oh, it's Mega Rayquaza. It's Mega Rayquaza. Interesting. Do I run Roadblocks, Sudowoodo? No, I do not. No, I do not. I don't think I'm gonna need it though. Ray is weak to lightning, right? And I'm generally not scared of Ray here. Maybe I should be, but I'm not right now. Maybe I should be scared of Ray. Maybe it's good that I didn't use my Coco Prison Star. I wish Zapdos applied weakness, then this would be an easy match. But no, I do not play Roadblocks to Sudowoodo. My logic is Mega Rayquaza is a dead card, of course. There's no way he bypasses. Yeah, he doesn't even. Okay, perfect. This is not great though, because the Coco is what has the Float Stone. So definitely made a mistake by not using the Coco Prison Star before. I mean, I do have Kuzma. Okay, I'm gonna promote the Marshadow. I do have Kuzma. So as long as, okay, that's just broken. What a lucky top deck, Pablo. What a lucky top deck. And thank you so much for the follow, Isle Bufu. Azul plays Roadblock. It's also good against Zorak. Yeah, but you already, like, my logic is you already are out of range of Zorak all the time, right? They can never hit 240, so why do you need Roadblock? It's like an extra bench space that perhaps would be better on something else. That's my logic, at least. So definitely gonna bench this guy, definitely gonna Float Stone, definitely gonna use Dance of the Ancients to power up these two guys. And yeah, just attacking with Pikachu here is gonna be game. Because even if my opponent knocks me out, then I just knock him out back. And then I have a Kuzma, so not even gonna bother doing anything else. I full blitz for a KO because he's weak. So yeah, Mega Rayquaza honestly a terrible deck at this point in time. I'm just gonna power up the other Pikachu and Zekrom. I don't need to attack bolts, and there's a victory. Yep. The previous game was a harsh loss. Obviously fighting is complicated because they're so efficient with their attacks, but I feel like you still have a chance because you just, like, if you go into a one-kill war, then whoever initiates it will usually end up winning. And if you bypass Sledgehammer and you bypass B-String, then you're in a fantastic spot. So yeah, that will be all for Pikachu Expanded, guys. That will be all for Pikachu Expanded. Once again, I do not have Sudowoodo. I do not have Sudowoodo because my main attacker is Pikachu. That's always out of range of Zoroark, so I'm trying to just fill my bench with Shamans and then discard them with Parallel City. I also have Parallel City to disrupt Zoroark, so I don't know. I feel like Zoroark should be a good matchup no matter what. And if they're using fighting type techs like Lucario or Lycanroc, Sudowoodo is also useless. So Sudowoodo doesn't help you in reducing Zoroark's damage because you don't care if they hit you for 100 or 210 because it's always a two-shot. And it doesn't matter against Mega Ray because no one's going to play Mega Ray. And it only takes up a bench space. It's another thing you have to worry about retreating with Float Stones or attaching energy to it. So not a fan of Roadblock Sudowoodo in the list. But anyways, guys, that will be all for Pikachu in Expanded. And I think that's going to be all for today's stream, since I do have quite a few things to do later on today. But I'm hoping, and I should be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday indeed. I should be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we celebrate 2 years of full-time Tablemon, so that should be a fun time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.